Hi everybody, it is time for another monthly makeup roundup where I will take you through everything I have tried throughout the month of November and let you know what I think about it. Speed review style. A lot of these I have already shown on my channel in depth, but I have continued to use them, and if I've used them enough that I can give you my final thoughts on them, I will talk about them. If I still need some time with a few products, then I won't mention them here. I'll leave them for December or January or February, or however long it takes. Okay, let's start with these Rhode under eye patches. I have been using the Rare Beauty ones. Funny that I'm talking about Rare Beauty and Rhode, but nor here nor there. We're talking about the eye patches here. And these do come 6 pairs in the box. And I thought, let me try them out and see if I like them better than the Rare Beauty. I actually don't like them better than the Rare Beauty. They're fine. There's nothing really wrong with them. I'll open up a pack and show you what they look like. So they come stuck on this clear plastic here, just like the Rare Beauty ones, but these I find aren't as cushiony and they don't stay stuck as well as the Rare Beauty ones. If I'm doing my eyes first and I have these underneath, both for moisturizing and also just to protect from any fallout, I found if my brush touched them at all in any way, they started to kind of peel back. So, I mean, they're not horrible and they don't droop and kind of start falling down your face like some others that I have tried have done. But if I had to compare with the ones that I have been loving, which is the Rare Beauty, these aren't as great. They're not as great. They're a little bit flimsier and I don't like them as much. So I am going to use them. It's not that they're terrible and horrible. I'll use up what I have, and once I'm done, I'll definitely be repurchasing the Rare Beauty ones and also the Icelandic ice. Oh my goodness. I love those ones too. I should have picked them up at the sale. What are they called? Ice? Let me look it up. Let me look it up because those ones are amazing. Better than the Rare, but more expensive than the Rare. You know what's so funny? I have a box of empties right over here so I can do an empties video, and I did find the box and it's Skin, S-K-Y-N, Iceland. That's what they're called, the Hydra Cool Firming Eye Gels. These are fantastic. They're so good. So, oh, and in there I also have my Rare Beauty ones. So I guess I'll be talking about those in an empties video. So yeah, back to the Rhode. They're okay. They're all right. I won't repurchase them. They're not a flop, but they're not as good as the other ones. I'm so uncentered today. I feel kind of all over the place because I had a kind of a weird morning, and so I just my brain is here, kind of. This next product I have not spoken about on my channel yet. This is the Victoria Beckham Concealer Pen. I picked up the shade LM1. I picked this up a couple of weeks ago. She had a pre-Black Friday sale going on, so I went on to pick up a backup of the foundation drops, but my shade was sold out. I wear shade 5 Light in the foundation drops. And while I was in there, I thought, you know what? I've been meaning to try the concealer since I love the foundation so much. So I decided to pick it up and I absolutely love it. I love it. The reason I hadn't picked it up until now is I believed it didn't have enough coverage from what I had seen for what I need. I am wearing it today and it gives me just enough coverage, and it is so natural looking and so smooth and so beautiful. And Victoria Beckham Beauty has quickly become a favorite brand overall, because everything I try from her line I absolutely adore. So yesterday, which was Cyber Monday for me as of filming, she had a 25% off site-wide. And so I went in and I purchased everything I would need to do a full face of Victoria Beckham for you all. So I'm not going to show an application of this today. I was going to, but then I thought, no, I'm going to leave it for my full face of Victoria Beckham, because then I have another product that I want to talk to you about that I picked up along with the concealer pen. And then I'll go into much greater detail in the full face of video, which should be coming, I mean, as soon as everything arrives. I just ordered it yesterday. So stay tuned for that. But I do want to show you that it's a click up pen, and that part I'm not necessarily a fan of, although it's really easy to apply the concealer. So I do like that part. And it is a brush, and you can use this to kind of spread it out. It's actually a really good brush. And when you click just once, the perfect amount of concealer comes out. So it's not like it's a goopy mess all over the place. So although I don't like the clickiness, it's not bothering me that much with this particular product. Anyway, I'll get into more of that when I do my Victoria Beckham video, which I am so excited about. And speaking of, the other thing I picked up is the contour stylus in the shade Travertine. And this is beautiful too. I don't want to spoil it, but this is a monthly roundup video, right? The only problem with this, it's light enough because I don't like my contour too dark, and it's not too gray either. I love that about this. I love the shape of it. I love how precise you can be. I love how well it blends out. It's absolutely beautiful. I just feel like I may need a little bit of a deeper shade in this. And when I placed my order for my full face yesterday, the next deepest shade in this, I forget what it's called, was sold out. So sticking with this one, but the speed review on this for the purposes of this video, I mean, like, look at that shade. It is so good. It's very creamy and it blends out so well. And I've been loving using this so very much. So you'll see this in the other video. I'm telling you, I'm becoming a Victoria Beckham beauty stan. I fear. Okay, let's talk about this one size Bouclé silk powder. This is a finishing powder, but they say you can use a dense brush, use it on its own, use it to set your makeup. When I did my Sephora sale haul try on, I did use this as a setting powder. And in that video, I said I'd try it several different ways, and I have. I don't prefer to use this powder as a setting powder or on its own. This is the shade Medium is what I picked up, and it's fine. I love it as a finishing powder because it's so light and it leaves a beautiful finish to your face, hence the finishing powder. So I wouldn't rely on this necessarily to set my makeup, but as a dusting when all is said and done, maybe to blur out around the blush area, make everything look diffused and beautiful, yes, I would use this. So that's my final thing on this. It is gorgeous. It's a beautiful powder, very finely milled. It is a little dusty. When you get your brush in there, it's kind of loosely packed in there. That doesn't bother me at all. And I do enjoy it a lot, but just not as a setting powder. When I put it up against my favorite finishing powder, which is the Hourglass Ambient Trio. Hang on, let me grab it. I brought it down just so I can show you. When I put it up against this beauty over here, I just swirl my brush and grab all three of these. I think this is the Ambient. It's got dim light, incandescent light, and radiant light. Leaves almost like a filter on my face. I love finishing my makeup with this trio, but this one is a really good one too. In a pinch, have it next to you. Today, I used it as a setting powder. I haven't used any other powder. I use this under my eyes. I use this everywhere. I dust it all over my face as a setting powder, and it's fine. It's fine. It's not terrible if you use it that way. I just don't prefer to use it that way. Okay, enough about this powder. It's a beautiful one. I just wanted to make sure that I got back to everybody because I did mention in my Sephora haul video that I would do that. I'm just jumping in here as I'm editing. Can we talk about the smudged liner on my left eye? that you see over here. This, I have to tell you, continued throughout the day, and by the evening, it was so much worse than what you see here. I don't want to blame the eyeliner that I'm wearing in this video. It's the Hung Van Gogh eyeliner. I've worn that before, and this has never happened with that product. So the only thing I can attribute this to is that I didn't set my under eyes how I normally would set them. As I mentioned, I use the one size powder for my entire face, including my under eyes, and I think that's what's happened here. Just want to make sure that I mention that. All right, let's get back to the video. Okay, moving on to blush. I'm not going to talk about products that I've already reviewed and have been a part of a monthly roundup and that you already know if I love or not love, if I pick up more shades in them. And I have talked about the Glossier Cloud Paint, and originally I'd picked up the shade GALE, and during the Sephora sale, I did pick up 2 new shades. And the reason I am very unaware is because, believe it or not, I haven't even opened them yet. Why? Because there's way too much blush to be tried. I picked up Beam and Puff, and let's just swatch them so you can see since they're here. I do love this formula, which is why I picked up more shades in it. Can you believe I still haven't opened these? This is ridiculous. It is a ridiculous amount of blush that I own. It's just not normal. It's not normal. Okay. All right. So here, oh, I guess I should show you before I put my finger in it. Here is Beam. Sorry, I already stuck my finger in there. Here is Beam. And let me show you. This one is called Puff. These are so pretty. Look at these shades. You know what? Let me get GALE on there too, just so you can see the difference if you were interested in these. These are like they're like a putty texture, but they dry down to a powder, and I absolutely love them. And they look fantastic. So, so good on the cheek. So Puff, Beam, Puff, and no, wait a second. So Beam, Puff, and GALE. So, so pretty. Love them. I love these so, so, so much. I haven't tried these shades on me, but typically, you know, a light pink or a peach, I really can't go wrong. Continuing on with a blush, what I did try for the first time at the Sephora sale were the Rhode pocket blushes, and initially only picked up one shade called Tan Line, and I loved it so much that I went ahead and picked up 2 more shades. Here is Piggy. This is Freckle right here, and this is Tan Line. This is the one that I originally picked up, and then went ahead and got a peachier one and a pinkier one. Notice a trend here. I'm wearing Piggy today. I love this shade. It's a beautiful, perfect pink. It's not too light of a pink, but it gives you that pink kind of cheek. It's just not too pink. I don't know how to describe it. It's just so pretty, and this formula is gorgeous. Leaves a beautiful sheen, easy to spread out even with a tap of your fingers. You can use a brush, you can put it over powder. It performs beautifully. It's not glowy in any way, but it does have that gorgeous sheen. Unbelievable. I love them. I love these. Some people do not like the packaging. I love it. I think they're adorable. They look like little, I don't know what they look like. In any case, I am so glad that I tried these out at the sale. Happy to have all 3 shades. They are all gorgeous. And these guys are the reason I haven't even touched the new shades I got in the Glossier, because I've really been stuck on these and I love them. I love them for every day. They're so easy and they look beautiful and they're long lasting. I also love that you can build the color. You can put a very, very thin layer on for a hint of color, or you can build it up and have a much bolder color. You have the option with these. I love them. I'm in love with them. Okay, moving on to eyeshadow. You all know by now my love for the Makeup by Mario liquid eyeshadows. I started off with Chestnut and Sienna, and then at the Sephora sale, picked up 3 more shades. When I did my haul video, I tried on Mauve, one of the new shades. It did not show up on me. It didn't look great on me. So that one has been returned. The Mauve shade is not for me. Formula still great. I picked up Taupe. I love Taupe because it doesn't look gray on me. It's the perfect everyday one and done shadow color for me. I absolutely love it. But I also picked up Bisque because I hear so much about it being such an amazing base for eyeshadow. And this shade is so patchy, so patchy on me. When I tried this on in my video, I only put it in the inner corner, so I didn't realize how awful this would look on my entire lid. Terrible, dry, dusty, it won't blend. It's absolutely terrible. I've tried it with nothing on my eyelid. I've tried it with just maybe some concealer. I've tried it with concealer and a little bit of powder on top. I've tried it every which way you can imagine. And I thought, well, how can that be? Because this formula works for me. And, you know, I've concluded a couple of things. This shade in particular, like if I swatch it on a very smooth surface like this, it performs just like the rest of them. When I put this on my eyelids for some reason that are not smooth any longer, that do have fine lines, that do have some texture and movement, for some reason this does not agree. It doesn't also agree with the darkness that I have on my eyelids. So this one is a big no-no for me, and I had such high hopes for it. So if you have lighter eyelids and a very smooth eyelid, then I'm sure it'll work. That's why I showed you the test on my smooth hand, because it looks gorgeous and it glides on beautifully and there's no patchiness and there's nothing. And it looks gorgeous. It looks like it would work perfectly. But on my eyelids, unfortunately, not. And that one was a real bummer for me. It really was. What was not a bummer this month, though, are the new Merit Solo Shadows, the Sheens. They kindly sent these over to me, and I did a full video reviewing them. But this is what I'm wearing on my eyes today. This is Iris. This is what I have all over my lid today. It was the quickest one and done ever. This is Sartorial, beautiful shade. And this is Glossier, and I have this just in my inner corner of my eye just to brighten up a little bit. They're so beautiful. They leave a gorgeous sheen on your eye, but they're not sparkly in any way. They dry down, they don't move. You have some playtime, and they look just so beautiful. And you really don't need to pair it with any sort of matte shade at all, because they're not in your face. They're just they're extremely smooth and gorgeous, very easy for every day. And this isn't, you know, a minimalist look. I mean, I have color on my eyes. It's just so elegant and subtle, but noticeable. It's just so pretty, and most importantly, so easy to use. Oh, I didn't bring down the brush that came with these. That one's very easy to use too, because one end you can apply like a one and done on top and then use the smaller end for your lower lash line if you wanted. I've talked about this at length. Like I mentioned, I have a full review of these. I will link in a playlist any video that touches upon anything that I'm talking about today. I'll leave it in the description box below, along with everything else I'm talking about today, and anything else that's on my face that I haven't mentioned will be listed in the description box. Had they not kindly sent these to me, these are something that I would have picked up at the Sephora sale for sure. But I'm glad I had them ahead of time so that I could recommend them for you. And please do let me know if you have picked these up, what you think of them and how much you love them, because I know you'll love them. Okay, for eyeliner, I picked up a couple of new shades of the Hung Van Gogh, the gel liner. I originally had picked up the brown, and then I went ahead and picked up the black and the purple, and they have such long names, I don't know, but it's the black and the purple. But this black, I'm going to tell you, I'm wearing it today. I'm going to tell you, this is the blackest black I have ever seen. Let me swatch the purple as well next to it. And what I like about this purple is the shade of purple, because it's not too purpley. It's not too light. It's not too dark. You still can tell you're wearing purple, but it's not too purple. So beautiful. And also I may as well show you, because I do have it here. When I picked up the Victoria Beckham concealer pen and the contour stylus, I picked up yet another shade in the Satin Cajoles, which are my all-time favorite eyeliner pencils. I love the Hung Van Gogh, but the Victoria Beckham, there's a creaminess to them. They're just a little creamier and glide on just that much smoother. Even though the Hung Van Gogh are beautiful and gorgeous, don't get me wrong, I love them both, the Victoria has an edge up by a little bit on the Hung Van Gogh. Okay, this is, I wanted to show you the shade Jeans. Oh, I've been dying to get my hands on this shade since it came out. So gorgeous. I love to add this to my lower waterline when I have a very neutral eye. Like when I wear the Mario taupe with some brown mascara and this in the lower waterline, like my daily thing that I go to. It's like my everyday kind of look. And you know what? Because I have the Victoria Beckham here, I want to compare the brown shades. I mean, this isn't a comparison video, but since I have them here, just so we can see the difference. So this one is the Hung Van Gogh, and this is the Victoria Beckham. It is deeper. This one's a little bit lighter. Also very beautiful. I also did a test in the waterline with those two brown ones. I was supposed to do a short with it. I suck so badly at short form video because I always forget to film myself. I do the things and then I'm like, oh, oopsie, I forgot to film myself. It's the last thing on my mind unless it's this long form YouTube video format, which I love so much. The short form stuff isn't very top of mind for me, but I guess from what I hear, it should be. I should be up in my game in that area, but I will not leave long form. It's my love. I love it. That's a whole other topic and story for another time. Back to what I wanted to say. So I applied just in the lower waterline. I applied the Hung Van Gogh and the Victoria Beckham just to see longevity in the waterline. I did it in the lower waterline, not the upper one, but what's the difference? I just wanted to see, and I was checking in to see if one was fading quicker than the other. And I have to say they had pretty much the same longevity. Now, because the Hung Van Gogh is not as dark as the Victoria Beckham Cocoa shade, it looked as though the Victoria Beckham was hanging on a little bit more, but really when I got into the nitty gritty there and I took a really good look, they were very, very, very close. Maybe Victoria by a smidge longer. So very long lasting in the waterline if that is something that you do, and a very, very good gel liner. And I love all the shades that I have. And I might take a peek and see if they have any other shades that catch my eye. But for now, I think I'm all set for eyeliner. Okay, as I am taking this off, here everything else came off. And here we have remnants of the Hung Van Gogh. And this is the Victoria Beckham. So just, you see what I'm saying here? I mean, this isn't the waterline, but Vicky's hanging on for dear life over there. You know what I'm saying? So just wanted to show you that because I thought, oh, how interesting as I'm trying to wipe off my hand what I was noticing. All right, highlighter, the Prada highlighter that I finally tried and took advantage of the sale to pick up. I picked up shade 01 Champagne. This is, and I tried it on my Sephora haul video, and I am wearing it today as well. I love this. It is so smooth. It is so beautiful. I especially enjoy wearing it underneath any blush that I'm wearing, whether it's a liquid blush, a powder blush, a cream to powder blush. I love it because it just kind of peeks through and it's just so beautiful. Of course, you can wear it on top of your blush as well. It's smooth and it's beautiful and it's gorgeous. I still love my Dior. My Dior is a very, very, very close to this, and I mentioned that in my try-on video, but absolutely stunning, and I love it. And I hate that I love it because it's so expensive, but I think this will last me an extremely long time. So I'm really, really happy to have it in my collection. It's absolutely beautiful. I love it because it's smooth, it's not glittery, and it works over anything, under anything. It's just fantastic. It's not glittery. It's just a smooth glow. And it's fantastic. I tried one new lipstick, and it's the Refy liquid lipstick with this alien mouth looking tip. I'm not crazy about ClickUps. It gets a little bit messy. It's hard to control how much product comes out when you click. I have learned that one click is more than enough, or just take your finger, pick it up, or a brush, pick it up, and apply it that way if you're afraid that too much product might get on your lips and then it's a goopy mess. I have found one click does the trick. I'm a poet and don't know it, and this shade Rosa, I'm wearing it today. One click, just to show you how much comes out with one click, and that'll do my lips, just one click. And you know, it depends. Sometimes I'll do another one if I want to deepen it a little bit more, but that's the shade right there. I don't know why I'm swatching it for you. I am wearing it so you can see what it looks like, but this is a very, very comfortable liquid lipstick that almost feels like a gloss. It has a little bit of a shine, but it's more of like a sheen, and it's superb. And this shade Rosa is superb. This line, all the shades are very much on the darker side, and I really hope that they come out with some lighter shades, because if they do, I will definitely be picking some up. I love this. It's so good. And some new brushes that I tried from Refy, they were sent to me, are their new Shoto number 5. Number 5, I've mentioned, is my favorite blush brush, but this one is a Shoto, and it has that fluffiness at the top, so it gives you the ability to apply things in a much more diffused way if you want to, or you can push down a little bit harder and build up pigment, but this gives you the ability for that diffused application of makeup. Gorgeous. I love it. And I love using this with the Rhode blushes. Liquid blushes is perfect, perfect. Of course, you can use it with powder blushes, but this works with liquid and creams as well. And the eye brushes have the same idea going on. You can just gently and lightly apply the shadow in a very light way or build it up. Same idea. These are absolutely beautiful. These are I have to say, I have a lot of Refy brushes. Many. These are the first that I've received in PR. I would have purchased them myself anyway. I've lost count how many Refy brushes I have. I definitely wouldn't need that many if I didn't have this channel, but these are absolutely excellent, and they're having a huge, huge sale. I don't know if it'll be over by the time this video goes up. Hopefully not, but they have sales all the time. They really, really do. And I love their whole concept of providing brushes at very affordable prices in exchange for customer and user feedback. That's their whole premise. That's how they run their business. That's how they develop all of these brushes. And they're a wonderful company and wonderful to deal with as well. Wanted to shout these brushes out. Well, that is it. That is all that I wanted to talk about today. Now, please do let me know, did you pick anything up this month that you absolutely fell in love with or absolutely disliked? Let me know in the comments below. Or have you discovered something that has already been in your collection that you've picked up again and realized how much you love it? Because I did recently do a Shop My Stash Spin the Wheel edition where a random wheel picked my makeup, and it was so much fun. So do let me know if you've discovered anything in your own stash that you've been loving. I'd love to hear about it down below. Oh, by the way, I did mention in my community tab that I was considering doing a vlogmas, which would mean posting a video every day in December. And so I have now come to my senses. I really don't know what I was thinking. And thank you, Clara, for mentioning, are you okay, girl? Are you okay? No, I wasn't okay when I thought I was going to be able to do that. I could barely get 2 videos up a week. Okay, I don't know what I was thinking. It was aspirational. Let's just put it that way. Maybe if I'm more organized and have my stuff together, next year I might think about doing it, or maybe it doesn't have to be every day. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, that's not happening. But last year what I did do was a Shop My Stashmas which was my kind of take on Vlogmas. And those were really, really fun to do. Not very many people watched those videos. Those who did, I mean, I love you. But I hear a lot from people that they love videos where I use the makeup I already own. It doesn't always have to be the latest makeup and new releases, but the truth of the matter is not very many people watch those kinds of videos, even though I love them and I will continue to make them. So that's why I'm considering doing a Shop My Stashmas as many times as I possibly can throughout the month of December as the holidays approach and the gift buying has to happen and all of the preparations have to happen. You know, it's a crazy, crazy time of year, very busy. I love it, but it's extremely busy, busier than normal with kids and family and parties and cookie decorating and all that stuff. So I'm rambling now. So I'm going to leave you here. I really hope you found this video helpful. As always, thank you so much for watching. Please do subscribe to my channel down below if you have not already. That would be amazing. Follow me on Instagram too, where I will be posting more, and I will see you in the next one, hopefully. Bye.